Once upon a time, by the gentle sea of a small Filipino village, there lived a sister named Lyra and her younger brother, Bayani. They lived with their loving mother in a small nipa hut built of bamboo and palm leaves, surrounded by coconut trees and sweet-smelling flowers. Every evening, the world turned golden and pink as the sun melted into the horizon. The air was warm and soft, filled with the sounds of waves touching the shore and the quiet laughter of neighbors. On one such peaceful evening, their mother smiled and said, "Lyra, Bayani, please gather some firewood and seashells for our cooking tonight." Lyra, always gentle and protective, nodded and took her little brother's hand. Together they set out, the sand cool beneath their feet, fireflies beginning to light their tiny lanterns among the trees. The children walked slowly along a sandy path where the sea kissed the forest. The sound of crickets hummed like a quiet lullaby, and somewhere far away a fisherman sang softly to himself while mending his net. Bayani laughed when he found a shell shaped like a tiny ear, and Lyra tucked a white flower behind his hair. The world felt safe, like a big woven mat beneath the stars. But deep in the shadows, unseen and unheard, something stirred. A pair of glowing golden eyes watched them. A hungry tiger had come down from the distant hills, silent as the night wind and hungry as the dark itself. The tiger crept forward, muscles smooth and strong, eyes fixed on the small children. Lyra felt a shiver run through her heart. She turned her head, sensing danger the way a bird senses a storm. She squeezed Bayani's hand. "Stay close," she whispered. Slowly, they turned to head back toward home. But the tiger stepped out from the shadows, its great paws making no sound on the forest floor. Its eyes glowed brighter than the fireflies. The air seemed to hold its breath. Then came a low, deep growl, a sound that vibrated through the ground and into the children's feet. Fear surged like a wave. "Run, Bayani!" Lyra cried. Together, they sprinted along the moonlit path, sandals slapping the sand, hearts pounding like drums at a distant fiesta. The palms blurred past them, fireflies scattered like frightened stars, and the silver light of the rising moon spilled onto the ground. Bayani stumbled once, but Lyra held his hand tight and pulled him forward, her breath quick but her voice calm. "We can make it. Just hold on." Behind them, the tiger gave chase, swift and silent, its breath heavy and warm like smoke. It was closer with every stride. Ahead stood the tallest coconut tree they had ever seen. Its trunk reached toward the heavens, strong and glowing faintly with a strange silver light, as if the stars themselves had touched it. Lyra's eyes lit with hope. "Climb, Bayani," she said. She pushed her brother upward, guiding his small feet to the rough notches in the bark. He climbed desperately, tears streaking his cheeks, but determination shining in his eyes. Lyra followed, her arms aching, her heart praying. Below them, the tiger leapt and clawed at the trunk, but each time it slid back down, defeated by the tree's enchanted bark. It roared in anger, shaking the night air, but could not follow. High among the swaying fronds, the children huddled together, breathing hard, their cheeks damp with sweat and tears. Lyra wrapped her arms around Bayani, whispering gently, "We're safe for now. Listen to the sea, feel the wind." She began to hum the lullaby their mother always sang on rainy nights, a tune soft as woven mats, warm as lantern light. The The tiger paced below, growling and waiting, but slowly the children's fear calmed, wrapped in love and the quiet of the stars. Then the sky changed. Stars brightened, not sharp, but soft and alive, like fireflies turned to stardust. From their glow, something began to form, a golden rope shimmering with warmth and light, descending slowly like a gentle hand reaching down. It swayed just within reach. Lyra's breath caught. "Bayani, look." Her brother's eyes widened with hope and wonder. She touched the glowing rope first, and it felt like their mother's comforting palm, cool and safe. Bayani grabbed it too. It felt like sunlight on his face after a nap. "Hold on tight," she said softly. They wrapped their fingers around the light, and the rope began to lift them upward. Up they went, higher and higher, away from the tiger's desperate leaps. The animal roared one last time, a sound no longer furious but lonely, echoing through the forest as if even it understood the children's courage. The rope carried them past the treetops where the moonlight was pure and silver. The sea below glittered softly, the village lights twinkling like fallen stars. The air grew quiet and warm, filled with something beyond fear, something gentle and full of promise. As they rose into the sky, the light began to change them. It wrapped around Bayani like dawn, painting him with brilliant gold and warmth. It flowed around Lyra like night water, silver and calm, filling her with peace and wisdom. The voices of ancient spirits whispered on the breeze. "Little ones, your love and courage have lit a path where none existed. The world needs your light." The voices were kind and strong, like the sea and wind speaking together. "Bayani, you shall be the sun, bringing warmth and life to the world each day. Lyra, you shall be the moon, guarding the night and comforting those who feel alone." The children looked at each other, their hearts full. Lyra smiled through tears and whispered, "We'll always be together, Bayani." He nodded, his golden light glowing brighter with joy and courage. The rope gently placed them into the endless sky, where clouds drifted like slow boats and stars watched quietly. Back in the village, their mother stepped outside, drawn by a feeling she couldn't name. She looked up to see a brilliant new sun rising brighter, warmer, kinder, and a gentle moon floating above the dark sea, calm and loving. Her heart understood even before her mind could. Her children were safe, their love shining over the world forever. She smiled, tears glimmering, and whispered their names into the night. From that day on, Bayani rose each morning as the sun, waking rice fields with warmth, drying fishermen's nets, and telling the world it was time to begin. Each evening, Lyra followed as the moon, lighting paths for travelers, guiding fishermen home across the water, and whispering to children, "You are safe, sleep well." When storms came, the siblings worked together, the sun steadying the day, the moon calming the night, so fear could pass like rain over rooftops. Even the tiger changed. It wandered back to the hills, no longer hunting children. Sometimes, on very quiet nights, it lies in a clearing and lets the moonlight stripe its back. When morning comes, it blinks into sunlight as if waking from a kind dream. And if you look up now, you will find them. Bayani does not rush the morning. He lifts it gently, like a favorite page in a book. Lyra does not fight the dark. She teaches it how to be soft. Together, they keep time for everyone who must begin and everyone who must rest. On the shore, where their hut once stood, their mother listens to the sea and still feels two small heartbeats in its hush, one warm as noon, one cool as midnight. So, little one, as you close your eyes tonight, know this: the sun and the moon hold hands far above the sea. When your dreams wander, Lyra will lay a silver path to guide you safely, and when morning calls your name, Bayani will open the sky with gentle gold.